Internet, Eric here. Finally doing a video that's not horror related. It's been a while, but I'm definitely going back to Ninja Turtle territory. Last time I talked Ninja Turtles was shit. Please don't make me watch when I made Rachel watch part three, and that's been months. And before that, it was a long, long time before I talked or since I talked part two. So because I've had requests for Tremors and Hellraiser, I gotta finish series that I've been talking about before. So Sleepaway Camp's almost done. Now we're going to talk the reboot, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss plot spoilers, specific scenes, what have you. This came out in 2014. Plot is it's a fucking Ninja Turtle movie. We know what it is. Four turtles, mutation, turn into humanoid creatures that know ninja. They're trained by their fucking rat type sensei. They have to take on the Shredder. Okay, now get this out of the way. First thing that came up was the look of the turtles. And I would be an asshole and a liar if when I first saw the trailer I did not care for their look. Now, I took a couple more viewings of that trailer at that time. I got used to them, and then I finally saw the movie and I don't mind them. I don't mind the look. And here's why. I like how they're all distinct. They each have their own distinct look. Um, Body wise, they're pretty much the same aside from Raphael. Raphael, he's the muscle, so they made him fucking roided up. I like that. Um, the other look, like Donnie and Leonardo, are pretty much the same build. Michelangelo's pretty much the same build too, but when you see him without his mask, since he's the more childish, I guess you would say, of the turtles, he I guess looks more streamlined, more young, if there's any way to say that. But to get to the turtles, I like the different personalities. I like Leonardo. He's the leader, of course, just like the song. Um, Again, I like how he has the pressure on his shoulders of wanting to lead the team, wanting to not be a disappointment to Splinter and what have you, trying to tell them what to do, but then also having to deal with the bullshit of Raphael always arguing with them or Michelangelo being Michelangelo. Um, Raphael, I like him again. He's all roided out. He's strong. He's the one with the anger issues. He is the one who doesn't want to listen to authority, and then of course he listens to Leo at the end. Again, very good. I like Michelangelo for the most part. He's not overly childish. He's not overly goofy. They do throw a fart joke in there, which I fucking hate, but that's because I hate fart jokes. He's still very likable. He's got a little too much sexual tension for April for my liking, but he's still fun. Donatello is really cool as well. He's the nerd. Of course, they even make him super nerdy because in this, I don't know if you can see with the glare, probably not. He wears glasses, and of course, you can't really see. Okay. He wears glasses, and then sometimes he wears a visor, kind of like Egon wears in Ghostbusters. He is the nerd. He knows all this stuff, but then he always wishes there was a time when he could be the badass, you know. And there is a scene that I really love during a really cool action sequence when everyone's like fucking sliding down, the side of a mountain like during an avalanche, and it's Raph and Donnie, and they're together, and then Raph's gonna do something, and then Donnie's like, "No, let me be the badass for once." He does what he needs to do with his bow, flips a car over, and what's great is in slow motion you see the fucking the grin on his face. He's so happy he has his moment. So that's a great thing about his character. He Donatello's always pushed to the back because he doesn't have as much personality other than being the nerd, and it was cool seeing him have his moment. So the turtles are great. Other than that fart joke, but that's just one thing. And then Mikey wants to fuck April, but let's go to the human characters. Let's talk about let's go to the human characters. Megan Fox as April O'Neil. She's not on the cover here. Everyone shits on her. I don't know why. I haven't seen much with her. I've seen the first Transformers. Don't remember it. I've seen Jennifer's Body. She looked good in it. In this, she's fine. She's likable. Her acting is fine. There's nothing. They do make some jokes about her sexuality, which work. Like she's trying to be, she's trying to be a a professional reporter, and then her story is stolen, and then she has to go like do a report on like exercising. You can tell this is Michael Bay kind of like getting back at her for like her calling him like a Nazi or something, and her bit is she has to jump up and down on trampolines. That's funny. And then there's another scene like during the same avalanche where she's hanging outside the window, and Vernon, played by what the fuck is his name? I can't see it. I don't know. Will something, I think. I don't know. Anyway, the guy who plays Vernon. I'm sure I'll remember after I click this off. He just looks over, sees a like a super close up picture of her butt, in these tight jeans, and he says, "Nope, looks good from here." It's fine, She's not overly sexualized. It's fine. The guy who plays Vernon, Will Arnett, he's funny too. As this, I wouldn't say slimy, but he's kind of a douche. He's very self-centered and cocky. But at the end, when he finally believes the turtles, he denies everything until he finally sees Raphael in action. Um, he's still kind of a douche, but he has his hero moment at the end. Really like him. So the main characters, the four turtles and April and Vernon are great. Splinter, interesting. Um, Hit and miss or 50-50 with me. Looks great. The CGI motion capture in this film is fucking phenomenal. Love it. The motion capture of the turtles is great. CGI of Splinter is great. My problem with Splinter is I understand he's not a loving sensei in this. He's a father figure, but he's not a loving sensei. He's more dickish to the turtles than anything. He's more teacher than father, if that makes sense. He's always up for punishing the turtles, um, and this and that. But it's great to see him finally get in on the action when he fights Shredder. And Shredder is fucking like warriored out with blades on his arms that shoot knives that he can, magnetically, retract. He is badass. He beats he beats on Shredder, but then he gets his ass kicked, and it's a very sad, sympathetic scene after he's defeated, and Shredder just holds him up, and it's while the Foot Clan is invading the sewers, and Shredder holds up Splinter. And Splinter's like basically hanging dead. And Raphael's been separated, so it's the other three, and he says, Shredder says, "Drop your weapons, or the rat dies." They drop their weapons. He does what you think is a death blow to Splinter, tosses him aside like garbage. Then the turtles are taken away. It's brutal, and they don't hold back in the violence in this, and I like that. It had a feel of the 1990 original movie, the darkness. It's not just fucking goofy like part 2 and really like part 3. So that was cool. The action in this is great. The fights are fantastic. It's neat that the Foot Clan aren't just ninjas now. They have semi-automatic weapons because why the fuck not? It's 2000. What did I say? 2014. Why not? Why not just make them thugs? What else is there? So the action is great. Comedy when it's used sparingly is fun. I I love the scene where the turtles all think they're gonna die, and they're atoning for the bad things they do. Like they think they're gonna die. Like Donatello says, "I'm the one that licks the frosting off the Pop Tarts and puts them back in the box," and stuff like that. It's fun. There's a perfect mixture of fun, action, serious stuff, in this film. Are there some downsides? Yeah. I mean, I thought it was stupid that it just happens the fact that these turtles were and Splinter were originally the pets of a young April O'Neil. That's dumb. I don't like that at all. What the fuck is his name? There's a villain who is the apprentice of Shredder, played by William Fincher, something like that. He's the guy in the beginning of The Dark Knight who has the grenade put in his mouth. He's really good, always good. Kind of dumb how he was raised by Shredder in Japan and all that stuff. That backstory was dumb. There's really not a lot to complain about this film. I really enjoyed it. I don't know why it gets so much hate. I think it's because some purists, this isn't my Ninja Turtle movie. Give it a shot. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, the action is great. The action sequences are great. There's so much in here. I love the end, how it ends on a song by the Turtles. Me and you and me. That type of song. I love that song. I love how that ends. Whoopi Goldberg has an interesting cameo. She got big, man, but it's a lot of fun. Other than like I said, April being the original like owners of the Turtles and Splinter, that's stupid. And what else did I say? Oh, William Fincher's character being the sensei of Shredder. I will say this: when you first see Shredder on screen, it's a cool homage to a deleted scene in the original movie where Shredder's fighting people while he's got his hands tied behind his back. So that was cool. The final fight with Shredder and the four turtles on top of the fucking, like, I don't know if it's the Empire State Building or something. It's in New York, some tall building, is great as well. They're getting their fucking asses kicked, but they're also kicking Shredder's ass at the same time. Um, yeah, and a lot of people say Shredder's plot was basically stolen out of Amazing Spider-Man 1. I don't know which one came first, and who fucking cares? All right, get over yourself. And then it was cool how Shredder's taken out. It's kind of like the Joker from '89 Batman. But overall, I've rambled enough. Highly recommend. And people say, oh fuck this because it's Michael Bay. Shut up. He didn't direct it. He just produced this. This was Jonathan Liebsman. I know him. He directed Darkness Falls, which I really like as well. Highly recommend the reboot Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Great CGI, great motion capture, great action, great personalities. Megan Fox is good to look at, and it's not just based on her sexuality. Great characters, just a couple dumb things. So that's it. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Comment below. Tell me how much you like this. Tell me how much you hate it. Tell me if you've never seen it. Don't plan on it. Don't care. Click the bell. Coming soon. I'll finally finish the Ninja Turtle series with the sequel. Talk about that until the reboot comes out in a few years, if any other movie comes out. Thanks, plan for the channel. Rambling on. Like and subscribe. Cheers.